Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Professor Karthik Sankararaman. Here I am going to solve a problem on engineering curves. The first curve that we are going to consider is a cycloid. Let us read the problem carefully. The problem statement is a circle of 40 diameter rolls along a line for one revolution in the clockwise direction. Draw the locus of a point on the circle which is in contact with the line. Also draw tangent and normal to the curve at any point. So guys, the first step in the problem is to draw a circle of having 40 diameter and divide the circle into 12 equal parts. I have drawn a circle of diameter is equal to 40 given in the problem and divided the circle into 12 equal parts. Let me give the naming of that particular parts. So here I'll give the naming as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, now in the question it is given that the circle rolls along a line for one revolution clockwise. So it is very clear from the problem that the circle is rolling along a line. Let us assume that the circle is rolling along a horizontal line, that is horizontal straight line in the clockwise direction. So it's our prime duty to draw the direction of the revolution. So it is the direction of the revolution. It is also shown in the figure. So we have to now draw a straight line which will be equal to the circumference of this circle. So the 40 diameter and the circumference comes around 125.66 So I will draw a line. I will draw a straight line I'll mark here 125.66 so that it will become the circumference 125.6, so somewhere over here. So here this will become your circumference. So now as you can see, I have divided the circle into 12 equal parts. So I have to divide this circumference also into 12 equal parts. So for dividing the circumference of the circle into 12 equal parts, the basic procedure is I will take the protractor and I'll keep it at this 12th point and I will mark an angle at say 25 degrees or 30 degrees. So I'll mark the angle at 30 degrees. I will draw a line. The length of the line can be anything. It does not mean that the length should be equal to 125.6. It can be at any length. So I have marked. Now I am going to take a measurement in the compass and I am going to start cutting the points. See how I am going to do it. I say I am going to take a measurement in the compass as, say, you can see here I am going to take the measurement as 1, that is 10 I'm going to take, and I'm going to just start cutting the points from this. So I have cut 1, so like this 2, so like this I have to start cutting the 12 equal points. I have divided this circumferential line into 12 equal parts. For that I have already explained what procedure I have carried out. So now what is to be expected is the last point, that is the 12 dash point, should be joined to the last point of the horizontal line. So I will join this 12 dash point to the horizontal line like this. and I have to draw a parallel lines from each and every point. For example, I have drawn a parallel line from the point 11. This is how I have divided this horizontal line, that is circumference, into 12 equal parts by drawing a line inclined at an angle 30 degrees, and using a random length I have taken these points and I have joined the last point 12 dash over here, and I have drawn parallel lines up till the point 1 dash. So let us just write down or transfer these points on the horizontal line. Let us transfer these points. So if I want to transfer, this point will become 1 dash, correspondingly 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. Here is the overview of what I have done. First, I have drawn a circle of 40 mm diameter, divided the circle into 12 equal parts. Then I have drawn a horizontal straight line equal to the circumference of the circle, that is pi d is 125.6 mm. I have divided this circumference also into 12 equal parts and I have given the naming according to that. Now guys, we have to proceed to the next construction method. That is, suppose this point is the center point. Say I'll name the point as C. I have to just draw a extension of this center line. See, I am going to draw the extension of the center lines like this. I have drawn an extension of the center lines. After this, I have to start drawing the vertical line from each and every point, so that I will get the centers accordingly for all the points. Say this is the center of 12th point, this will be the center of 11th point, and so on. I have to do this procedure. See guys, I have drawn the vertical line from each and every point, then parallelly I have completed and got the center of all the points. Okay. Similarly, the next step is, as I have extended this point C, that is I've drawn a horizontal line. Similarly, I have to draw these horizontal lines from all the points of the circle. For example, I'm drawing it for you like I have to draw horizontal parallel line from the point 6. I will draw horizontal parallel line passing from the point 7 and 5. See, I have drawn horizontal line from the point 6, horizontal line from the point 7, 5. Similarly, I have to draw these horizontal lines up to the point number 111, because point number 12 I have already drawn the horizontal line. I have drawn the horizontal parallel lines starting from the point 6 and up till the point 12. You can see it very clearly. Now we have come to the completion stage of this cycloidal problem. Completion stage, that is, here we have to draw the locus of a point on the circle which is in contact with the line. So let us assume that a point P is the point of the curve that is being traced. So we are assuming the point P, that is, it is start from this particular point where the circumference of the circle is starting, and it comes and end at this particular point where I have put out this 12 dash, right? So P is the starting point and P dash is the ending point. Now guys, we have to start marking the point of the curve, that is P1 up till P12, or we can say P1 up till P dash. So this we can write it as P12 dash, correct? Now for marking this, the diameter of the circle is given as diameter 40 mm. So the radius will be 20. So in the compass, mark this 20 mm. So we have to fix the distance of 20 mm in the compass and start plotting the points. For example, from the center C1, I will plot a point that will be passing from the point 1 and 11. I have plotted a point that will be passing from the point 1 and 11. So this point will be your point P1. Similarly, from point 2, I will draw a point cut that will be passing from the point C2 and 10. So this will be your point P2. Similarly, I have to mark all the points. Say I'll mark for C3. It will be cutting a point from the line passing through 3 and 9. So this point will be your point P3. As a similar procedure we have to do. That is, take a distance of 20 mm in the compass. From the point C4, I have to cut an arc that will be passing through the point 4 and 8. C5, I have to cut an arc passing through the point 5 and 7. C6, you know, C6 will be directly cutting at this particular point. Like this, I will mark all the different points. As you can see, I have got all the points starting from the point P1 dash up till the point P12 dash. Now, the last procedure is to draw an smooth arc joining all the points to get your curve that is called as cycloid. As seen in the figure, I have joined all the points starting from point P1 dash ending up till point P12 dash by a smooth curve and I have named the curve as cycloid. Let us go to the last stage, that is also draw a tangent and normal to the curve at any point. Guys, for drawing the tangent and the normal, the first step is we have to take any point as reference. For example, I'm drawing something, you can see it guys. I'm taking this point as a reference point and I'm just randomly drawing one line. This line is a tangent to the particular point of the curve. Say the point I have considered as P7. Right, after drawing this, I will mark a point on this curve. I have marked a point on this curve. From this point, I will draw an arc which will be equal to the radius of the circle. I'll draw an arc which will be equal to the radius of the circle that will cut somewhere at this point. Say that is cutting at point C7. Correct. I have marked a arc that is equal to the radius because in the question they have given draw a normal and the tangent to any point on the circle. Correct. So now I have to join these 2 points. After joining these 2 points, you can see I have got the point 7 and the point 3. From C7, I have to draw a vertical line downwards. By default, it is cutting at a point 7. So I will join these 2 points. That will give me the normal of this particular tangent. I'll repeat this step once again. I have taken a point, say P7. From the point, I have drawn a random tangential line. From that P7 point, I have to take a radius as 20 mm because diameter of the circle is given as 40 mm. So I have taken the radius as 20 mm. From the point P7 I am marking an arc. Obviously it will cut at the point C7. From the point C7 I will draw a vertical line downwards. Already it has been drawn, so here the point is 7 dash. So from this 7 dash to the point which I have got already, I will draw a straight line, or I will join this, so it will become my tangent. Tangent, it will become my normal. Here you can see this completes the whole problem. This problem comes in the university examination for 6 marks. Thank you all for patiently listening to this lecture. Kindly like and subscribe my channel so that you will get the updates for the coming problems. Thank you.